Well, good afternoon, everybody. I know y'all not expecting to see me at this time. Happy holiday. Today is Martin Luther King's Day, and I'm home. Hi, everybody, child. We are going to talk about this daggone show. Yes, we are. It's off the chain. 90 Day Fiancé before the 90 days. Season 8, episode 7. Child, oh my God, was this episode off the chain? Let's get into it, shall we? Oh, yes, we shall. A sweet old auntie. Thank you, subscribers, and my nieces and nephews, and all of y'all who have been here through the long haul. Shall we get into it? Oh, yes, we shall. It's time for auntie advice. Sweet old. It's time for auntie advice. Oh, yeah. It's time for auntie advice. Well, hello, everybody, and this is Auntie again. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. I want to highlight my members and say a special hello. Hello there, Mama Mojo. Hi, sweetie. Happy Monday. Hey there, Sugar 48, 47 now. Okay, hey there, G Debo. Reach out. Hey. Hello there, Yolanda Gibson 9807. Hi, sweetie. Hi, everybody. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know how my phone be playing stuff and I don't tell it to play stuff. Like, what is going on? Anyway, hi, everybody. Did I miss anybody? Up there is Kendria Nicole. Hey, boo. Hey. Hey there, Tamika 3142. Hey, y'all. Okay, y'all. Welcome. Who's it? Is your first time? Welcome. Who's first time? Let me see. Hey, Connie. Hey, boo. Let me see. I don't see nobody saying it's their first time. Okay, let me get into this review because I got some things to do. And I got some videos that we're going to be doing today. I'm going to be marathoning them, especially since I get to get home. I get to be home for a change. I am going to go down to my altars and get my stuff. Okay, I got to do that. I got to do that today. But y'all, I was like, okay, I cannot wait to get out here and talk about these crazy mofos that we saw on this show. Oh my God. I started to do it last night, but I was like, no, I really need to go to bed, right? And do what I do with the whoop whoop and the boop boop boop. So, okay, members, also make sure that y'all have your notification bells on. We're gonna be talking about Christian rock, okay, and her little baby and all the mess that's going on between her and Blueface. We also gonna be talking about. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me go and see what else we're gonna be talking about. Okay. Hold on, y'all, because I gotta look it up, right? Okay, hold on. I'm coming. Somebody said in the comment, Auntie ain't never ready. Honey, Auntie is always ready and she's right on time. We're also gonna be talking about Nene Leakes, who is coming back to um a Bravo, okay, after all of the stuff. And we also going to be talking about Christy and Desmond's divorce. So don't forget, make sure you got your notification bells on, members, so that when I go live, you go live with me and we can have a discussion. Of course, we're going to be dropping a link, y'all, and having a conversation about it as a group. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, Alex, for the $10 super chat, because we all need an auntie. Yes, we do. Okay. I don't like how this outfit make me look so fat, but anyway, I digress. And we're going to keep going on. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate you, boo. I truly do appreciate you. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Now, what couple do we want to talk about first, y'all? This was sad on so many levels. Because this girl, okay, did y'all hear Maisie? This girl is so insecure. First of all, her auntie was wrong for telling her, right, that her boyfriend left with the girl on the song. It planted stuff in her head. But what I am learning about these people is that these women go over there thinking that they are the prize, they are the cat's meow. And when they find out that these people actually got lives, then they got a problem with it. She met this mofo the same way everybody else met him, by his popularity, his songs, his music, all that kind of stuff, right? And so now you want, because you believe that you in a relationship with him, now you believe that you can change him. Okay? You can't change him, boo. Hold on, y'all. You cannot change him. You're going to have to take him exactly the way that he is. That's just a point blank into the period. Poo poo. God. You're going to have to take him the way that he is. So Stig, of course, we all know that he is a musician. He has a song that he said was very popular. I can't remember what the song is. Y'all tell me downtown in the comment section. She knows that this is his most popular song. So, the two of them have a discussion about it, but I guess she just don't believe that Stig. He told her he was going to do the song. Okay, Vicky, thank you. Thank you. I am AMF. Thank you, boo. He's going to sing the song. He told her this is my most popular song and I cannot not do the song. It's nothing but kids playing. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this let me tell you, this video about to be just as off the chain as this episode, because I got dogs in here. They barking at the kids because the kids is playing around. Like, this is like, what? So anyway, she's over there. She already insecure about it. They have the little concert and stuff like that. His little business manager or whoever the dude was sat up there and filled her head with a whole bunch of stuff about the past girlfriend. So she's going in there, honey, thinking she's cute, knowing she ain't. All right. So they go into the concert and everything. This is the man that you met. You met him exactly where he is, right? So he is in there, he's singing a song, he got a girl up on the stage. He got, the room is probably full with mostly women. Okay, it is what it is. And now she's jealous. She decides that she's going to get on her cell phone and text her girlfriend and say, basically, I'm just standing in the club. I'm uncomfortable. LOL. He got this woman up on the stage. Boo. That's his bread and butter. How do you think that you get in the hotel and stuff paid for? But instead of her being hyped up for her man, doing what she got to do, cheering him on, whoop whoop, dancing to his sorry ass music, she wants to sit up there and complain about and be jealous and insecure about the man's damn career. You knew what it was before you knew what it was. Before you even slid in his DMs, before he slid into yours, before the two of y'all hooked up, you knew what this was. Like, he hasn't lied about who he is at all. Like, period, point blank, boo. And he told her what it was going to be, that he was going to sing Vicky. So now she's in there, insecure, looking stupid. I ain't got this to do. I don't have this to do. This is some bull. So he is up there distracted because she's not having a good time. She's on her cell phone in the middle of his concert. If you are a girlfriend or somebody that is dating someone who has just a little bit of popularity, you know daggone well everybody looking at you. You know daggone well that everybody gonna talk about you. So give them something to talk about. Be supportive of your spouse, your partner, or whoever it is. You don't ever let anybody see your insecurity right out front in it. Like never. You go head on and you roll with the punches and you do whatever you got to do. They get back to the hotel room and she's sitting up there saying, "Did I act right?" You already know you didn't. That's why you asked the daggone question, because you know that you did not. And then she tries to downplay how she carried herself and how she carried the whole situation. I was like, you know what? I am so tired of these men getting with these women who have no security whatsoever. Why even date someone who has popularity, who is a recording artist or whatever, if you know that you can measure up? I really believe that she knows she can't measure up. She ain't got nothing going on in her own life except for her aunt coming back and giving her a whole bunch of bull about Vicky being at the concert and they left together. So the what? If you secure about who you are, then you're not worrying about whether he slept with her, whether he had dinner with her, whether they went back to the hotel. The proof gonna be in the pudding, and as long as you don't have any proof that something is going on, then okay. You go there the first day that you did, you lay up with your legs up in, excuse me, I don't mean to be graphic, and try to, have the man get you pregnant. And now you backpedaling and girl, bye. I ain't even gonna spend no more time on her. She was a complete and waste of time. Talking about a waste of motherfucking time. Why is Trisha with Rick? Why is Trisha with Rick? There is no there is nothing other than he's in America that they have in common. She wants to be in America, I guess. She's at the hotel with this mofo who just put a hefty bag on the bed. So they decide that they're going to go to another side of Madagascar in a little resort area. It was absolutely beautiful. They get on the plane. The two of them already have a disagreement, but they come back together and they're going to go on this vacation. That is flag number one, and I wouldn't have went anywhere with him. Why these people? I don't know, and I'm assuming, right? And I may be wrong in my assumption that once they sign this TLC contract, they locked in. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't be locked into a god thing. If he acting like I'm out. I am out. They decide that they're going to put their little disagreement to the side, and now they're going to go on this vacation. While they take the plane over there. He's like, this is our first plane ride together. Everything look like it's all gravy. And then after they get off the plane, they're riding in an Uber, a cab, or whatever it is. They get in the motherfucking cab. She passes a mall and says, there's a mall. You going to buy me something? You going to give me like a bathing suit or something like that? And this goes off. He goes off and tells her he don't have money like that. She's a gold digger. She's want him for his money. He can't measure up to the other boyfriend. Why is she asking him something? Didn't I pay your monthly rent? She, yeah, you paid the rent. Okay, and next. Now all of a sudden we getting into I ain't nothing but Fred Flintstone toe tapping and it got a a fake career as a personal trainer, in my humble opinion. Now all the insecurities that he can't measure up to the boyfriend, the ex-boyfriend, that he's been harassing her about since she's been there. He can't measure up to his salary. He can't measure up to his to any of that. The only thing that he can do for her is get her pregnant because he has a history of having a bunch of babies. Oh my God, hey Pam, I ain't seen you in so long. Hey boo, hey Pam, I miss you. Anybody else come in while anybody else creeping while I've been on here? Any members? Hey Nathan. Now the truth is coming out about his insecurity and about his pocketbook. Because at this point, he acting like he carries a pocketbook, purse, clutch. He is so insecure and so worried about measuring up to another man that he can't have a decent conversation. He is so disrespectful, so narcissistic. And I don't know why these women, they find themselves attracted to men like this. This girl is a midwife. She don't need his money. She just wants to see what his generosity is. Come on now. Ain't nothing wrong with the woman expecting to get something from a man. It's nothing wrong with going out with your man and he buys you a little something something. She can afford her own bathing suit. That wasn't even the point. The point was let's just go shopping and whatever. That's just y'all understand what I'm saying? She doesn't come off as a gold digger. The hotel that they're staying in, they probably doing it 50-50. And she probably got a discount off of it. This ain't got nothing going on. And then now he wants to talk down to her and treat her like nothing because she mentioned going to the mall and going shopping. She's sitting there defending herself, saying, I don't want you for your money. He throws up in her face that he paid the rent. And she's like, yeah, you paid the rent, but okay, I'm just, I'm just saying, I'm thinking we're going to go shopping. We're going to spend a little bit of money. You're going to possibly buy me something. She look like she's the one that will probably buy him something. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. But because he's so insecure about the other boyfriend, then he wants to sit there. Now she's got to boost his ego. Now she's got to say all the right things to try to get him out of this place that he's in. And he's saying, I don't make all this money. You already know I'm a broke mother. Okay. Yes, she know. But then you're going to throw up in her face that you paid her rent. Okay. And what? And I guarantee you, like I told y'all the last time, he probably about, mm-hmm, he leading with his body. That doesn't look that great to me. Okay, I don't like guys that swole up like that. He's swole up. And his tongue is just about hanging out of his mouth. I can't stand the way he talks. I feel like he needs a spit guard, or the person who is listening to him needs a spit guard because his lisp is horrible. And then you want to talk down to somebody. He's so damn disrespectful. And she has got to shrink herself in order to be with someone like him. Who wants to sit there and have to shrink themselves in order for him to feel good about himself? He doesn't even have enough confidence in himself and in their relationship to not talk to her for 5 days, takes that opportunity to fly to Colombia to be with another woman. Let's see what she's going to do when she finds that out. Then we'll see what her motives are. Are her motives to be with him or no? Because I got a feeling she has a motive as well. There's no way in the world that she's staying in this relationship with him. She know what this is. She knows what this is. She know what this is. Laura knows daggone well that Birkan is broke, busted, and disgusted. This is another man who is completely playing games, and so is she. The only thing that this woman wants is to go over and get. I don't believe that Laura has any intention or any desire to fully be with Birkin. This is some bullshit. This is a, I don't mean to be offensive. This is a older white woman looking for some exotic. Let me walk away. Let me walk away. Let me go on over here to the other side. Okay, it's the same one with the other one. They looking for some exotic dick. Okay, you ain't gonna tell me no different. You're not gonna convince me any differently. Every time they have a discussion, he throwing her up against the wall, kissing her. I don't know what it is that makes me just melt, and I just want to be with him, because that's why you flew your out there, to get something a little different than what you're used to. You figure I go over here and pay some dollars for it. I know y'all may not agree with me, but it is what it is. And then you're going to sit there up in his face and dangle. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, man. Let me know. A little green card in his face as a consolation prize. You know what this is. You know exactly what this is and what you over there for. This woman don't care no more for Birkan, or whatever, however you pronounce his name. She don't care. She just want to get. Who's fooling who? I don't even believe that her and Mr. Michael, is that his name? I don't believe that her and Mr. Michael ain't in cahoots, that they already been knocking boots. And he's giving her, allowing her permission to go over there and get some from Birkin while she goes to see whether or not she can, oh, you said Big Can? Okay, Big Can. The two of them are in cahoots, and he allows her to be who she is as long as they get to. You know what? I know I'm coming up with these daggone conspiracy theories, but the more I sit back, the more I see the BS, and the more I got to put my own stories together. Because ain't no way in the world that she's with Michael. Everything that she does, is his name Michael or Mark? Ain't no way in the world she doing everything with him but bumping. Come on, y'all. Let's be grown out here. Ain't no kids on here, because I done made sure that the children under the age of 18, can't be on my channel. I already clicked the button with YouTube. So we're going to go ahead on and have a grown conversation about this. Let me take these earrings off, because they got my ears itching real bad. Oh my God. Something in here I'm allergic to. They cute. But honey, you talking about hurting somebody's ear? They got my ears itching. You take these cheap. That's what happened when you be going out and trying to support vendors and stuff. You don't know what's in it. I'm going to have to alcohol them or burn them on the stove or something, because my ears are on freaking fire. So she's over there with him, that she's talking about the $50,000 that he's in debt. He has $50,000 in debt. She's saying that's a lie. But most Americans are in more debt than that. Let's go ahead on and tell the truth. If you got a house with a mortgage on it, here in the United States, you got more debt than that. Let's just go ahead on and talk about it. Ain't nobody in this world. Now we know that we know he ain't got no money, and we know he ain't got no job, and he been living from pillar to post. But I'm just saying, $50,000 worth of debt. If we were all to sit up here and look at our daggone bank accounts, unless we just rich and we just pay for everything cash, all of us got debt. I wish I only had $50,000 worth of debt in American coins. You're going to have to pay the lay, boo. It is what it is. And that's what you over there doing. But now she wants to make a big deal and say, I want to see how red the red sign, the red flags are. Are they pinkish red? So she's over there playing while he throwing her up against the wall. Come on. Now she wants to know. She's been talking to him. Now she wants to know about his relationship with his family. He sits there and tells her that the reason why he don't mess with the family is because the family don't like her. That is not what we heard Birkan say. Birkan doesn't have a good relationship with his family, period. His whole entire family and support system are his friends and their generosity towards him. But this doesn't matter to Laura. Then he sits there and tells Laura, "You can't be with Michael anymore because I said so." Well, that's my friend. That's like my family. He said, "I don't care. I don't want you talking to him. I don't want you around him. And if you do it, it's over." But see, she wants to be thrown up against the wall. She wants some exotic, and she's willing to spend the money on it. He told her that the $50,000 wasn't a big deal. She said, "No, he looked like he wants to abandon the $50. Let's watch this in another year. Let's watch this when it comes back out. Let's watch all the tea that gets dropped down on the social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, other content creators. We're going to see whether or not she decided that she's not going to aid and abet him and bring him to the United States while he doesn't pay any of that $50,000 debt that he has." Because she appears to be the type of woman who is willing to pay for the deed. How in the world can a woman of her age and her stature fall in love with somebody in weeks? Because she feel like she got the money to do it. It's a power thing. That's why she can look down at him with a $50,000 debt when she probably, if she owns a home, she probably has at least $200,000 worth of debt. I'm just giving a number out there. The audacity of her to think that, right? Now, she doesn't know about all the other bull crap with him, but we do. He has already laid down the law with her. He's going to throw her up against the wall in exchange for her taking care of him. Thank you so much, Mona Wilson. 1562 for the 199 super sticker. Thank you, boo. Love the little babies. Love the little babies. That's so cute. That's so cute. She wants Birkan to be submitted to her because of her American wealth, because she's an American woman. She's sacrificing. They went down to a little place, right? And they made like the little, they call it the evil eye. I'm not into those at all. Like, I don't want an evil eye around me in my house, in my pocketbook, hanging in my car. I don't want an evil eye around me. I know it's supposed to be the opposite and it's supposed to bring good luck, but I don't like them at all. I don't like cat eyes, evil eyes. I don't that's just not my thing. But she went with him, and the two of them, did that together. But she absolutely wants to be in control because she feels like she is the American woman and she is the prize. And this is why a lot of these guys end up getting over on women like this, right? Who don't really know what their value is. Because the moment, okay, that you booked that hotel and he didn't give anything towards it, you knew what that was. Exchange ain't no robbery. This woman is probably financing this whole entire vacation. This is the best that he has probably slept in years. And he is going to make sure, because what we don't understand, I think, as American women, right? And maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know down in the chat. What we don't know as American women is that their value on their on sex and stuff like that is different from how a lot of us value it. Like for me, if I don't love you and I don't have any a future with you, I ain't gonna lay with you. I just ain't gonna do it. We can have a relationship outside of what the church calls fornication. I don't need that. I want to get to know you. I don't want to be laying up with my legs up in the air, right? On vacation, going to see somebody. That's just not what I want to do. After a couple of weeks, I can see if the two of them were in a relationship for 2 years. She know what this is. This is in my opinion, a Stella Got a Groove Back. If you don't know anything about Stella Got a Groove Back, go on and pull a book up and read it. It's by Terry McMillan. She is a Stella that went down there to get her groove back. And she's willing to pay for this vacation because that's what women do. Women love to travel, men do too. But women, older women, and women who have done everything and got all their worldly possessions, they love a good trip. And the older you get, the more that you want experiences. Put your hands up if you know what I'm talking about. The older you get, the more you want experiences. You don't have a need for a new pair of black shoes. You don't have a need for a new suit. You don't have the need for all of those things that you try to obtain when you young. You don't need another piece of jewelry. You don't need this, that, and the other, but you want an experience. You want to go on a nice trip. You want to go and see the world. You want you and your girls to get together and eat something different. That's what you want as an older woman. And if you meet a Winston while in Jamaica, then it is what it is. It's a Stella Got a Groove Back. But you don't bring that back to the United States. Those are souvenirs and experiences that, you can leave there. I don't need to bring a weed basket back. Y'all don't hear me out here on these streets at 157. Y'all don't hear me. She know what this is. She know this ain't nothing else. What you saying, Miss Pam? Laura is not serious. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Thank you, Pam. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to communicate, but I'm so hyped up. Thank you, Miss Pam. Laura is not serious about this relationship and it will not last. She is coming back home to Michael. And you don't bring home live souvenirs. Period, point blank, poo. When you get to be Laura's age, my age, you want experiences. I'm doing a couple of road trips this year. I'm going back up to Fashion Week in New York. Like, I want experiences. I don't need another piece of jewelry. I don't need another designer handbag. I don't need enough. Well, yes, I do. I just need one more. But I don't need that stuff. When you get older, you don't need that stuff. You start donating this shit. You leave that mess over there. I don't need another keychain that got Vegas on it. I don't need a keychain that say Paris. I don't need that. I need the experience. I want to taste the food. I want to, go into the buildings and be able to touch this is what Laura's doing. And she getting a little bit of coin and a little popularity while she's doing it. Point blank and period. But this woman, who I saw a video living in the woods in a tent. I saw a video of this woman living in a mud tent where it was flooded. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? This woman don't have a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. You all corrected me last week and said, no, auntie, the daughter don't live with her. She live with the motherfucking daughter. She is out here with this pushy. Some of y'all gonna be mad at me, but I'm gonna tell the truth. Do y'all realize that I be sitting up here trying to tell the truth, how I see it? You may not agree with it, but I'm gonna tell you just the truth, how I said it. He is one of them aggressive, poverty-stricken Africans. He is out to swindle her because she's swindling her damn self. She's a lie all by herself. She is unstable. She is somebody who is sexually fluid. She don't care who she with. Oh my God, thank you so much, Pam, for the $50 super chat. I hope she brought protection with her. Okay. Her secret will be big and dangerous to her. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Pam. There are different kinds of Africans. When you know, you know. This is one who's on a get over. He sat there and told us that his mama said, marry you a white woman because the white woman saved my life. Well, how many people that were African saved her life? I'm sure that there were people who was neighborly and lovingly towards her, but she tells him that it's a white woman that he need to be married. So he goes and dates this white woman who been with women for 21 years. She is unstable in all her way. And he think he gonna bring her over there and change her. This woman vapes. She is in a lesbian, she has been in lesbian relationships. She's lying to him just as much as he's lying to her. And here with y'all, gonna get mad at me about. Fee exchange ain't no robbery. If you lie, I can lie. And we'll have a competition on who can lie the most, who can lie the best. Because the both of them are lying to each other. He can't take this woman over there and expect her to be a acceptable African, an acceptable American slash African woman just because she got a head wrap on and she got on some kente cloth. I ain't got this to do. I ain't got this to do. I ain't got this to do. I ain't playing with y'all. Y'all want me to play with y'all just because I put this on? Does not make me an African woman. You can wrap this around my head. You can put this in a crack of my butt. But because I got this kente cloth, don't make me African. Because I can wrap this around my head. Let me see. I got freaking playing with me. Let me see if I'm too fat to get this wrapped around me. Because I love me some kente cloth and some African stuff. Honey, at my birthday party, Miss Pam Cleveland gave me an African pocketbook. It is adorable, and honey, I love it. But it don't make me African. It means Miss Pam is African, and she's from an African tribe, and she got an African husband, and she's a queen out there in Africa, not me. So I could wear this all day long. But this don't make me African. This don't make me African. Everything that he is doing with her, he is playing. So they get up in the morning. They get up on that getting up morning now. Last we saw the two of them, they were sitting up there. She was trying to get her some. He was telling her he don't want none. She gets up in the morning and say the mofo wasn't even. She said I could tell he didn't want me. He was a lamp. She said he was limp. He ain't have no life in him or nothing. She said, and here I am flowing like the Niagara Falls. And I just was like, okay, is he in? Is he not in? Is he around the corner? Is he behind my back? Is he on top of me? Like, where is he? Because I don't know where he is. He said he apologized. He was just tired and all of that kind of stuff. He said, but I gave it to you this morning. She said, yeah, you did. But your favorite thing on your body is your butt crack and your outie belly button. Now, did that make me African? Did this make me African? But we're going to come back to it. So she's is sitting there telling him he a king, he was wonderful, the sex was good, the nicky nacky and the patty racky of it all. He's sitting up there calling her his queen and everything. And she said, "But you know what? One of the things that I noticed about it, it just was a little bit too big for me. When I first got with you and we first doing the doo-doo and the dang of it all," she said, "I was hurt." He said, "Is that why you was screaming?" She said, "Yeah, that's why I was screaming." And she said, and what you don't understand is for the last 20, 21 years, I've been having it all officially. Okay. Ain't no harm, ain't no shame. I ain't talking about nobody. Y'all know daggone well. I don't have no hang-ups or anything with the LGBTQIA community at all. I'm just telling you, it was fake. She wasn't ready for it being real and being a little bit wide, maybe a little bit longer, and it had, some muscle going on, some vibrations and stuff like that. The real vibrations, and she didn't understand the motion that was coming out of the ocean with brute force. Because this a big African man. This a big Nigerian. Don't play with it. We ain't gonna play with it over here at Auntie's Advice. Y'all want somebody else to be gentle with y'all? Go over there. Because over here, we gonna tell the truth. She did not know that all of that thrust was coming with it, all of that back and all of the force from his ancestors. She ain't see that coming. So she was up in that and screaming and was like, eventually my body was like, okay, we just gonna go ahead on and expand and give in as if we're having a baby and it's coming down the canal. She didn't think that, the body was going to have to make adjustments to this Nigerian man, that she didn't use all her money and probably her daughter's money and her girlfriends probably contributed to the trip. They probably did a GoFundMe and some more for her to even afford to go over there. He said, "Did you like it?" She said, "Yeah, eventually, but I really like your outie belly button." I.e., I don't know whether or not I'm going to be able to do this again tomorrow. So I'm going to start up some fake arguments so I ain't got to do it to you no more. Not for a while, because I'm walking around here. I'm dragging. I got some things on me right now that's dragging and throbbing, and I need some honey to numb it. I need some Novocaine, Avocaine, or something up in this. Her whole little story changed. First, she talking about something. Yeah, it was limp. Honey, when she got the full force of it, shut her right the up. So anyway, the two of them, they're going to go out on the town. He's going to take her down to the market. He happens to take her down to the market. Of course, they did the same thing they would do with everybody. She's down there. She's excited about it. She's in the cab. She's in an Uber and a cab goes by. She says, "What's that? Is that a cab?" He said, "Yeah, that's a whatever, the African word for, like, let's just say Moomba. That's a Moomba." She said, so she says, "Is that a cab? A taxi?" He says, "Yes, it's a Moomba." She says, "A Moomba?" He said, "A Moomba." She said, "A Moomba?" He said, "A Moomba." Then she said, "What that mean?" Bitch, didn't you just ask? Didn't you just ask him if it was a taxi or a cab and he told you it was a Moomba? And then you come back and say, what's a Moomba? You ain't listening. You not listening. You just talking to talk. So he gets out. He got her on down on the strip because everything he got is manipulated and planned. He's manipulating this whole fucking trip. He got everything planned down to the T. Now, I ain't saying that all Nigerians are scam artists. I'm saying there are some, and I believe he's one of them. Because all of a sudden, she's going down to the market and happens to come past. She gets to touch a chicken, and now she's up at some woman's boutique who done took some. Now she got to get the approval from the father, the uncle. His father is sick, so the uncle, she can't meet the father, and I want to see him on his. I don't mean no harm. I want to see your sick daddy. Because you had the Zeb came to the thing. They was dancing outside. Everything he is doing is manipulated and controlled in order to win her the over. Everything, in my opinion. You may not agree with me, but in my opinion, he's a scam. He is a scam artist. So she's going down through the market. They just happen to walk by a Kente cloth shop. Him and the lady pulled down the thing that they want to have, that they want to put on her. And the lady said, "Now here, y'all, I got Kente cloths because I love African stuff, right? I got this Kente cloth, right? I love this Kente cloth. I brought it because my intention is to turn it into a curtain." Right. I brought it because I want the curtains up in my office once I finish getting all the furniture and all of that kind of stuff. Right. So I went and got this. Now, I don't know how many yards this is or what this is, right? But the lady told her when she put the orange up against her, she told her, "You're too fat. You're too fat for this." So I got to go and get what? What I got to get? A seamstress. Just so happened the seamstress is on point, don't have no customers, ain't got nothing else coming up going on but to come down here and fix your dress. She take the daggone squeaky stuff, put it up around the girl head. You gonna have to wear a wrap up around your head because the girl don't know how to tie back up, but guess what? She probably gonna have to pay to hire her to come down to the hotel and wrap it up for her. Just coincidental, he got all this stuff lined up for her. I would have been like, well, let me go to another shop and let me see if they got something. Let me see, is she the only one down here? No, she's the one he picked out. So, cause he, in my opinion, is doing kickbacks. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. He doing kickbacks for the community. And I very well may be wrong. But I'm telling you right now, how's everything lining up? He got everybody. I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to hook you up. Look, TLC, They're going to be here. They're going to be coming here. And I have a woman, and I need her to get the blessing, and I need her to get, the knick-knack and the paddywhack of it all. Her name is Lisa. And we're going to tell her that the kente cloth is not big enough. She needs to get extra yardages on it because she is fat. And I'm going to have them film with you. Thank you so much, Nabra. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I'm going to hook you up, and I'm going to hook up the village for TLC. They come here, and I want to make sure, and I want you to be over there so that you can, assist and tell her that she's too fat for the material. I don't care if she was a size 0. I want everybody in the village. We're going to feed everyone. So next thing you know, the woman, honey, just so happens to have a sewing machine. And she's sitting up in there. Money, 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 money. Money. Money, money, money. Mm. Money. Money, money, money. Money. Money, 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 money. 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 First of all, she didn't even know she was going to have to get approval from the father. Both of them lying to one another. She didn't already been paying for his bills. And now she done found out at the last minute she got to get the uncle's approval. And the father just so happened to be sick. Now, God bless his mother. She passed away. We understand that, the mother passed away. We got that. But you playing up in my face. So now she's stressed out because she ain't even told him that she been with women. She didn't tell him half about her past. So she down there lying, perpetrating a fraud. He don't even know that this same woman was living under a tent in the middle of the woods. He don't even know that she's waiting on divorce papers to come because she's still married to a woman. So they playing each other. Just be straight up, put your cards on the table and say what it is. I don't care what part of the world you're in, whether it's Nigerian, Thailand, the United States of America, there's always going to be someone who's going to try to defraud you. So it don't make a difference what region of the world you're from. Now, I know that there is Nigeria has a bad reputation, and there has been, people that say that's what they do in Nigeria. I don't believe that. But I do believe he is scamming the out of her. But I also believe she's scamming him because when he gets there to America, she don't have to give him. And he thinks that American women are rich. People in some foreign countries believe that we are rich and we have endless money and that this is a land of milk and honey. They don't understand that we have got to get up by our bootstrap and work for every month thing we got. So the two of them went out on this dating app with no good intentions at all, either one of them. And I want to make that clear. She is over there lying her whole off about who she is. She told her daughter, I'm not going to get married while I'm there. Okay. Now she got to go and present to the uncle. She vapes. He doesn't like cigarettes. They go and they go to a restaurant. He wants her to eat that. Y'all, is it called pho? Is it called pho, y'all? What is that called? I think it's faux. He wants her to sit at the table and wrap it around. She's telling him she's so stressed out about the outfit, about meeting the uncle, about getting the approval. She said, "You proposed to me. You should have got the approval first. I'm over here. Thank you, foo foo. Okay, thank you, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Cause y'all know I will. Y'all know I will jack up. I will jack up a word so quick. Thank you so much, y'all. Okay." She's all shook up, so now she wants to vape. What do people get out of vaping? Y'all let me know down in the chat. I don't understand what people get out of vaping. I don't understand it. But anyway, I digress. Let's keep going. She's sitting down there. He's telling her to eat the foo right. So you got to roll the foo up in a ball. Then you flatten it slightly, right, from where I've seen people eat it. And then they use it to pick it up and they be sucking in all of that kind of stuff, right? They be doing all of that on the foo. I don't like anything that's doughy, right? Because I have a real bad gag reflex. So I don't even eat stuff like that. Like I can barely eat mashed potatoes. I have a gag reflex for stuff that's like that, right? It's got to be something that I feel like I can chew. And if it's not something I feel like I can really chew and get my teeth into, I have a bad gag reflex. Anyway, so she's doing it. She's doing it wrong. He's telling her she had to roll it up more, flatten it right, and she just eating it right because she done already tried to practice eating this right because she's trying to make an effort for her African king. And so he tells her no, she not doing it right. He take his, roll his up and stick it down in hers. I said, oh my God. You done put your hands in my food. He done took and put his hands, reached across the motherfucking table and put his hands in this woman's food. And then he gonna give her some drink called palm drink that he know is 100% proof, and then wave up in her face to see whether or not her pupils are dilated. Then what the fuck is going on? So he done did that to her. She done left out. She's outside arguing back and forth with him, which I don't blame her. Like I ain't see nothing wrong with what she said when she went out there with the bull crap. You want me to be something that I can't be? You done sprang all this stuff up on me. The girl done called me fat. Okay? She's upset. She got an issue with all of the stuff that's going on. And then she wants to vape. He comes outside. He see her vaping. He like, oh my God, like she's everything I don't want her to be. I want her to pretend to be something else so that my family can give me the approval. He did not let her know that she had to do any of this. He didn't prepare her before she left the United States to come there. He's wrong on every level, in my opinion. On every level, he's wrong. He said, let me see you walk. She said, oh, you want to see me walk? Mother, you want to see me walk? You going to see me walk up out of here. She left up out that camp and was out there. Then he comes out there and says, well, the reason why I put my hand in your face was because I wanted to see you, see whether or not you was drunk. She said, well, if it's 100 proof like that or 1,000 proof like that, why would you give it to me? He's telling her even a drop of it will have you toasted. She said, so then why give it to me then? Y'all let me know downtown in the comment section why y'all think he gave that to her. If it's 1,000 proof, she's stupid, he's stupid, and she's getting gagged. And now she has to go, knowing that she's been dishonest about this relationship. She know she's dishonest. She knows she riding, walking, and flying dirty. And now she gotta say some things to the uncle that she hasn't even said to him. That she has been in this freaking relationship. And both of them are deceiving the other one. Talking about deceiving. Last but not freaking least, in the least bit, Forrest and Sheena. TLC will make a story up, in my opinion. I don't care what. They will always throw some bullshit in the game. We sitting there, they get on my, oh, they get on my nerve. We sitting there watching them get on this little jitney or whatever you call it. Because Forrest and Sheena alleges that the bus don't go no further. That this is a rural area, undeveloped. But yet the two of them are driving and riding down a paved street. They want to do this stuff, in my opinion, for shock. I was like, they on a paved, okay. Then I see them when they get off of it, and it's headlights. People got driveways. This is a nice area of the Philippines. They want us to believe that these people that live in other countries, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I hate it. I hated how they try to make people in other countries appear to be in poverty. And I know Sheena been lying her off. But when they opened up the windows of heaven and let us see how Sheena was living, I was happy about it. Because Sheena was supposed to be poor. See, the mother and him are there. They pretended and acted like and wanted us to assume that they were living better than her. When this saved $4,000 and he sat at the table and said he feel like he is being ran in a scam where they done took money from him, but this ain't even got a job. Funny how everything turned around. Him and his mama acting like they better than somebody, and they're gonna go down there and bully somebody. Now, granted, Sheena lied. She lied. She said that her parents talked bad about her. She said this, she said that. She lied about what she had. But could it have been that they had automatically assumed and treated her as if she was a have-not and she just played with the game? Because we always assume that they don't have anything. When they hopped out that Jenny, I was like, all these beautiful garages. I've been looking for fencing and garaging. I know how much that stuff costs here in these here United States. I've been looking at fences and have not been able to come get the price to come down under $20,000. And that was since COVID in 2020 when I got the $20,000 quote to put a fence up, not around my house, on the back of the month. Now, granted, I got a lot of land, but I ain't got that much. Not a $20,000 parcel of land in the back of my house. And I'm looking at all of those fences, the fence that are on the rollers. If you know, you know. And now he done found out the father and the daughter come, Sheena's sister. And he like, what the So, excuse me, y'all. So I'm sure he's a little intimidated by her family's wealth because him and his mother thought that they were the lifesavers. And here, your son got a Verizon camera in the house and a NAS, and he got a house that is full of technology. Get the out of here. He don't even have a job. Now, mind you, he said he's autistic, and he is getting, the disability or the Social Security or whatever it is that he's getting because of that. But he ain't got a job. He hasn't contributed to this. So where's the fraud? I'm just asking, where's the fraud? What fraud did Sheena commit against the family? I'm open to y'all comments. Where is the fraud? The lie? Based off of maybe some assumptions? Why are my glasses sitting sideways like that? Where's the lie? She told them what she needed to tell them because of the pressure on her. This is my opinion. Sheena told them what she needed to tell them because of the pressure on them from them. Instead of ending the relationship with him, she chose to tell a lie. He got there, they pulled that daggone curtain back, and he saw a beautiful resort. They look like they live in a very nice neighborhood. And he was shocked. However, I don't believe he's shocked because, again, someone has revealed some pictures that they've seen each other before. But anyway, I digress. He was shocked and embarrassed, and guess what? It probably let him see y'all ain't got compared to Sheena. Here you thinking that you got more because you're an American, and you walk up in there and they got a whole resort, manicure grass, beautiful trees, lawn furniture, stairs, acres, swimming pool, commercial kitchen, fixing meals, welcoming guests, and you and your mother and your daddy or stepdaddy who don't halfway even talk barely got anything. You came over there with one backpack with a black shirt and some black pants. Your mama sitting up there talking about, I don't trust Sheena, and now I don't trust you. Well, guess what? You ain't got to trust Sheena. We didn't already found out Sheena's a liar. Sheena lied about the condition that she's going through with her parents. But common sense would have told you that if Sheena is a veterinarian, Sheena had to pay for that education some kind of way. Pam said it took them 7 years to save money to afford to even go to the Philippines. She said, I don't trust Sheena until she gives us money. Mother Forrest is going to lose her, that Sheena and her family are better off than her son and she and Dave. I also think the mom wants Sheena to take over paying for him. My problem with Sheena is the way she portrayed her parents. I don't think Sheena wants to move to the U.S. She just wants an American boyfriend. Hey, Tracy Craig. Hey, boo. What you say? I saw a little comment I wanted to highlight. The fraud is Forrest's family. Because all they wanted was Sheena's money. The problem did not come in until they realized the money was gone. They was cool in the game with her. Until she ain't had her $4,000 anymore. And that's where the problem came in between her and Forrest. Forrest sat at the table and said he think he being scammed. No, you the scammer, in my humble opinion. You and your mama thinking that somebody owe y'all something. Don't nobody owe y'all anything. But see, that's that superior. We're superior because we're American. God bless America. I love my country. With all the flaws and all the books that we got going on, I love this country. But I don't think I'm above anybody. And I know a whole lot of people who live in different countries, are from different countries, and own property and land and all kinds of stuff in other countries that, honey, I ain't nowhere near them. I didn't walk into generational wealth. I had to get it from the ground. I had to get it from the dirt. But I ain't never expected somebody to pay my way. And the first thing that he want to bring up is that he's autistic. You cannot use that, whether you have a disability or not. You can't use that for the rest of your life. He just can't. And I hate when other people, are making it do what it do with disabilities. And yet he uses his as an excuse to not man up. He is telling, his intention is to tell Sheena's parents that he taking her. Hear me what I'm saying? Taking her from them. And he don't have anything. He got up in that joint, he was shooketh. He was shooketh. But it absolutely makes me curious about what it is Sheena wants from Forrest. Now, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm intrigued. I want to see her parents confront her after the mother slid up to the table and said, well, she said, did y'all, if she didn't give y'all the money, did y'all talk about her? And the father raised up and said, did you say that? I can't wait to find out what it is that Sheena wants from Forrest. What is it, y'all? What do y'all think it is? Because Sheena been playing the game for 7 years. Sheena took that 4 grand and told him it was gone. I don't even believe. Can I be honest with y'all? I don't believe the 4 grand is gone. I believe the 4 grand is not what Sheena's going to give to him or his mama. I believe that she got plenty money in the bank. I believe she been saving her coins, unlike them. What does Sheena want from Forrest? What she want? Y'all drop it down in the comment section. And let me know what y'all think Sheena's goal is. Why is Sheena lying? Why did Sheena lie? Does she owe that to his mama? Hell no. But she sure owe it to us because I want to know. I want to thank you so much, Alex. Thank you, Mona Wilson. Thank you so much, Pamela Cleveland. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Nebra. And thank you, Chase Stacks, for the super chats. I appreciate it. As you all know, the super chats go to help someone, one of your cousins, with maybe a financial a financial some type of financial difficulty, and that is where the super chats are used to be a help to your cousins who may have fallen on hard times. So thank you so much because it absolutely goes back into the channel. I appreciate y'all. Y'all, thank y'all so much for being with me. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, members, to have your notification bells on because we will be talking tonight about the topics that are Christian Rock and her boyfriend, and any leaks coming back to the Real Housewives. And we also will be talking about the TikTok couple who have gotten a divorce or are getting a divorce. Okay, Desmond and Christy. Can't wait to talk to y'all. Love y'all. Bye.